Some of you are probably curious about the divining path and what is the best way to be using some of those items that you have for this particular stream. And in this video, we're going to be covering just that. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, join our Discord, and also follow us on Instagram so you always have the support that you need to really enhance your account and get yourself to the next level. Also, if you stick around until the end of the video, I'm going to show you how you can save a lot of money when you make in-game purchases in The Legend of Mushroom by getting some amazing cashbacks each time you purchase anything. Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Sky channel. We're going to be talking about the divining path and certain strategies that you can use to make sure that you're not wasting a lot of your items in the wrong places. Before we get started, for all those using Aptoide with my promo code, just know that now you can use the promo code infinite times. There's no more limits per month that used to exist before, so you can start saving a lot more money. For all of those that are not using my promo code yet, check out the video that's in the description of this video. That's going to show you the process on how you can start saving a lot of money too and join the others that are saving all that money. The promo code is in the title of that video. So let's get started about the divining path. Firstly, there is the life, world, and universe path, and each of them actually give certain different attributes, right? Like in the life path, you're looking at combo, pal crit, global attack, global defense, global health, and those sort of bonuses. While in the world path, you can notice that there are certain other things that didn't exist before, like ignore counter, ignore combo, ignore pal inspire. We didn't see any of those in the life path, right? So each of them has certain characteristics that are a little bit unique, although some of them are fairly similar, like the global stats you could see in both of them. Now, when you are thinking about how you should be going about this, well, firstly, one of the things that you definitely want to do is that you want to try to unlock all of the attributes that can exist in each path. So in the life path, there are 3 attributes. You want to try to unlock all 3. In the world path, there are actually 5. So you probably want to unlock all 5, right? So step 1 is usually going to be unlocking all of them because, well, then you have more stat bonuses, a higher potential of getting higher rarities in multiple of them, and overall it's going to be a higher benefit. Once you've unlocked all 3 or all 5, that's when you can actually start thinking about locking certain attributes. Now, locking before is not that reasonable, right? It's too expensive, it's not worth it. You still have certain attributes that are still locked, so you can't really maximize on it. Even if you get 3 red right now over here, sooner or later we're going to get a 4th one, right? And what's the point of the 3 reds right now if we cannot actually maintain it? Because imagine locking all 3 reds that you might have and then continuing to run through them to unlock the remaining 2. You're going to be spending 60 of these items in every single attempt, right? And you're going to need to do a lot of attempts, right? 1800 to unlock the 5th one, you are probably not going to be able to make it through. Sooner or later, you'll have to let go of all of the 3 that you had locked in because you ran out of items before you even reached the last one. But as I mentioned before, once you have unlocked all of them, in this life path I already have 3, global attack red can be locked in. I can start sensing that, and that way I'll make sure global attack stays in, and hopefully I'm going to get a few other stats that are good. Even though I've saved a bunch of these items, I only have 660 now, which means that I can only do this about 33 times before I run out. And if I end up locking a second one, the cost goes up. So I cannot really do this too many times, and I don't think I'll be getting 3 reds with 660 anyway. So there's still a lot of luck involved, but at least the bare minimum, before you've unlocked all 3 of them in the life path or all 5 of them in the world path, don't even bother wasting these items to try to get a few more reds, right? Well, that's the general idea, but I will mention something else. Locking certainly doesn't make sense until all 5 of them are unlocked, for sure. However, if you look at this, what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to use up all 800 and unlock a fourth one, and then I'm going to show you something interesting. You see, as long as I don't replace the one that is up there, I can continue sensing throughout without actually replacing the red global attack that's up there. Right? So let's say I go all the way to 800 attempts while maintaining this red global attack. The moment the 800 unlocks, oh, look at that. Well, I mean, let's keep this one, but I'll still show you what I'm trying to say. So while it doesn't make sense for you to lock any of them before you unlock all 5, that doesn't mean that anything amazing you've got before unlocking all 5 of them is completely wasted. Because what you can do is you can replace any good ones that you get with the ones that are existing. As you saw me do, because before it was just 2 grays and 1 red, which was in the middle, the global attack, I think. Now you can see that over time, I just used a bunch of them to get to the 800 times unlocked, and I ended up getting 2 reds, which was global HP and ignore crit, and in the middle there's a pal inspire. I replaced that. Now, after that, I continued doing these senses, and now I've gotten to 799, and I'm trying to make that point for you. I can continue sensing while saving these 2 reds without actually spending any of those special items, right? So if we do the next sense and then do one more sense, you'll notice that now I have 4 of them, but the red global HP and red ignore crit are still there. What does that mean? That means if I continued to do this 1,000 more times without replacing the 2 reds ones that I've already replaced in, after unlocking 5, I could lock these 2 in. And even though they came in a long time before, I can still make sure that in the next sense, they're still going to be there. So I didn't actually lose the 2 reds. Despite the fact that I continued sensing afterwards, and I didn't even spend a single of those sigils, or whatever they're called, the leaves, I still managed to save 2 of them. So basically now, I can do 1,000 more without even locking these 2. And then, if this is the best set that I got among the 1,000, I could simply later lock these 2 once all 5 are in, and then hope that I can get 3 others that are still reasonable. So while locking before you unlock all 5 doesn't make sense, you can strategically still save some of those good buffs without completely wasting them. And that's another good strategy for you to use. So in summary, first, you want to try to unlock all of them. Meanwhile, you're also trying to see what is the best attributes that you can get even before you've unlocked all of them. And what you're going to do is you're going to replace the best ones that you have for the 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 that you've already unlocked. And then when you unlock the last one, which would either be the 5th one or the 3rd one in this particular case, that's when you can start thinking about locking those and hoping to get 2 others or 4 others that are also very good. I hope that makes sense. Before you go, I want you to know you can save a lot of money in the Legend of Mushroom using Aptoide with my promo code, and join the other people that are saving a lot of money, getting 10 to 35% cash back on every single purchase. That's right, every single one, because now there are no more limits to how many times you can use my promo code. The latest promo code and the steps on how you can use it are in the description of this video, or you can click the button that's going to appear at the top right of the screen that'll take you to that video and start saving today. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next one.